Hey, and welcome to this video brought to you by First Choice Shipping. Today we're going to look at how to create your labels. So to do this, once you've logged into your account, you can see on the left-hand side there's going to be an option you can click on to create a label. So once you click on this option here, you're going to come to this page where you can create your label. So here you can see it's going to ask you to put in some information. You're going to need to put in where the item is going to be shipped from and where it's going to be shipped to. So as you can see here, there is a drop down that you can use to select any addresses that you already have stored in your account. So if you already have put an address in, you can select that from the ship from or the ship to options here. If you don't have any preset addresses, then you'll need to enter the information in here manually. So I'm going to go ahead and put in my information here in the from and to fields. Okay, so here you can see that I've entered my shipping information, where it's being shipped from and where it's being shipped to. Make sure in both of these fields you select whether or not it's going to be a residential address. And you can also choose a few other options here as well. You can save this address to the address book. So as I mentioned before, if you're going to be using this address in the future, then you can choose this option here to save it to your address book. And then in the future, you'll be able to select this address from that dropdown. Same thing with the shipping location that you're sending the item to. If you want to save this address, you can save it by clicking on Save to Address Book. You can put in a name for either of these as to what you want it to appear as when you click on the drop down, and this will make things much easier in the future when you're shipping items. Also, if you'd like, you can set the address that you're using here and the shipping from location as the default shipping from address. So if you're going to always be shipping from this location, then you can check this box here so that it'll store that information in the system. Below, you'll need to put in your shipment details. So you're going to have to select how many boxes you're going to be shipping, and then a description of the goods that you're going to be sending. Okay, so over here, I'm going to select my package type as boxes. Number of shipments is going to be 2. And I'm going to keep this in pounds. Then, of course, you're going to need to put in the approximate weight, length, width, height of the items that you're going to be shipping. And once you've entered all this information, go ahead and click on Next. Alright, so now that we're at step 2 here, you can see that this is where you're going to select from your carriers and pricing. So here we can choose from different carrier options as far as how we would like to ship the items. This is going to allow you to compare prices, and you can see what's going to offer you the best deal. In this case, it looks like UPS is going to offer me the best deal here at the top for $28.99. So I can go ahead and choose this option if I want by clicking on it. Since it's selected, I can go ahead and scroll down here. So for the commercial invoice, you'll have two options here. You can click on this checkbox, and then you'll be able to actually attach the file for your invoice and do that yourself. Or if you want, you can go ahead and just enter your item, your harmonized code, and just fill out this information here for your invoice. Now for your harmonized code, you'll see that there's an option here where you can click on the lookup button to look up your harmonized code. So in this example, the description for the item that I'm going to be sending is smartphone, and you can see it's already pulled up some information here, but I can choose electronics, for example, and it's found that it's phones, pagers, and PDAs. So it's basically found the different categories here, but you'll just select in these different drop downs the most applicable categories that would relate to whatever item you're sending, and then finally you're going to select your country that you're sending the item to, and it's going to automatically find the harmonized code here. So I can go ahead and just copy this myself, or I can even just click on the copy button here, and you can see that it pastes that harmonized code into our field here. Just fill in this remaining information, and then at the bottom you can schedule a pickup by clicking on this little tick box here if you want. Now that is an optional step, you don't have to do that. If you have any notes you want to add, go ahead and add those in this field here, and then click on Next. And finally, we come to our review and submit page here, where we just review all the information that we've put in and make any changes that we might need. If everything looks correct, we can scroll down to the bottom here, and you can see that I can print out my labels. All I have to do is click on Create Label here in the bottom right corner, and you can see that the shipments have been successfully created. Here you can see I have my tracking number, so I can keep track of that actual shipment. And if you need to reprint the labels, if you didn't print it on that previous page, you can always click on the settings gear icon here on the right hand side and click on Print PDF Labels. And that'll allow you to print your labels off at any time. And that's all there is to it. That's how you can create labels easily with First Choice Shipping. That's it for this video tutorial. Thanks for watching, and have a great day.